Guys, welcome back to Metaballs and welcome back to another Gravity Falls. We're on episode 17 and 18. We got 1 week left after this. We're almost done. I'm assuming either this episode or the next episode is going to start leading into that final little arc bit, and then it's going to close nicely. Hopefully. If this ends with questions, I'm going to be very upset. Hey, how's it going? Check out this thing. Greatly appreciate it. Consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I also have a gaming channel that I post once or twice a week on. We're currently playing Deltarune. I have a stream that I stream on twice a week. Also, hey, if you like these episodes, I have the full episodes over on Patreon, which sometimes go to like an hour and a half. So there's a lot of content over there. If you've been enjoying this, you get basically the rest of the episode and the entirety of it, which is, now that I think about it, it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't think I can yap as much as I do, and then when I'm done recording, I'm like, wow, there's a lot to discuss. So anyway, if you want to relive all the, I guess the other reactions, but you want a different feel of it, consider coming over to the Patreon, and you get like twice the amount of Gravity Falls, I guess. Anyway, episode 17.
Morning, Dipper, guess who?
For a second, I had like Poppy Playtime flashbacks. I don't know what gave me that vibe. Maybe it was Gooey or whatever the hell that dude's name was, but like, something in me got a little scared.
And just one more year until high school. High school, Dipper! Where girls become women and they teach us stuff about... You know what?
Trigonometry?
Oh yeah, baby.
I got denied. I got denied my preferred all right, when I was going to college, I wanted to originally go for game design, so I had to take a math test to see where I would get placed, because I'm like, all right, let's see where we get placed. And like, you know, like I know a little bit of, like, I'm decent at math, but I only learned up to a certain spot. So once I took the test, I'm like, I don't know anything on this thing. The easiest thing on there was trigonometry, and it's the only thing I got right, and then the rest of it I did not. And it was stupid. You know, the one thing I figured out, like, I couldn't even like bullshit my way out of the other math questions. You know, it was at the point where like, hey, if this truck is going 65 miles an hour, but there's a spaceship flying by the Earth, and if it moved fast enough, it would turn the Earth at this kind of speed, and that means you would not go as fast or as far as you think you would. And then, so like, it was a math thing that just did not make sense to me. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I just handed it in, and everybody's like, oh my god, you already finished the test? I'm like, I did what? I'm leaving. I'm leaving to look like a genius, and I'm going. They'll never see me again. They'll never see me again. But I went for business instead, and you know what? I feel like I'm more of a business type anyway. You know, I like talking to people, social. Anyway, I'm ranting about this. It was just a very interesting time in my life of development, of where you think you're going to college for something, and then you actually end up going for something else. It's a good time.
Not the only good news coming up. In 1 week, my senior citizen ponytail kit is coming in the mail.
What the fuck? No.
I'm
Midlife
going through some things.
Midlife righteous? Is that what that said? It's good writing.
But you're barking about. There is something wrong with you.
Every time the siblings get along, bad shit happens. Keep arguing with your brothers and sisters, please, so then we don't summon spectral beings to the world.
And pinatas with tinier pinatas inside.
Boom! Dreams coming true.
I'm talking inviting everyone in town. Let's see.
You know that I drove by this business the other day, and they sell pinatas, but I don't think they're good at making pinatas, because the pinatas are kind of cursed. And I don't know if it's on purpose or not. I really do hope it's on purpose, because they're kind of mortifying. I saw a Pikachu with like string legs and like long arms, and his face kind of looked like a raptor. And it's a little alarming when you drive in there and that thing's just like kind of like turning with the wind, but it's kind of looking at you. I think there's a market for spooky, creepy ass mannequins. I mean, well, that too, I guess. Pinatas.
Great Uncle Ford, are you okay?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. I just said that to make sure you'd come in here quickly.
Great.
But your face is on fire.
Yes, it's much faster than shaving. Now, listen, Dipper. I have a very important mission, and you are the only one who can help me. Remember the rift in dimensional space-time I showed you?
Why do you keep... I can't stand the fact that you keep walking around with this thing just like in your pocket like loose change. This thing needs to be under wraps. It's like, hey, this thing is important. Hey, this thing is extremely... Hey, this is world ending. Stop. Stop it. Bury it in the ground like a dog and just kick it back or some shit. I don't know. Just stop walking around with this thing. It's making me nervous. I forgot what else I originally wanted to talk about. I got so distraught by this. Oh yeah. I wish there was more backstory on him. You know, I want to see what the life was like inside this place. Why can't we go inside?
The corduroy?
See what I mean?
Damn, dude. Oh
Master
man.
Mabel to Dippity Dog. We can have our party at the gym, but we gotta talk about high school. I'm starting to think it might not be the awesome future we were expecting.
It's not for everybody. I somewhat enjoyed high school. The only hard part was like waking up so early, but I mean, I'm a social guy. I like talking to people. All right, I wasn't big in talking to people back then, but it was good for exposure. It's fine. But like half my years of high school, I'm sorry that most of these reactions are just me ranting about random things in my life and stuff like that. But it's just like the random cute things that like, you know, I like to associate with and connect with, and I think a lot of people do technically enjoy that. And then when we hit these big story beats, we get to that too. But half of my time in high school was at a separate school. You know, I would drive into high school, and then I would take a bus an hour away to a specialty school where we would learn like cooking, computer science, planting, haircuts, all that shit. You know, you can learn like an actual trade, and then you come back and that counts as your English, math, science and stuff. So you just come back, you eat lunch, you go to gym, and then you go home. The last 2 years of high school were pretty bitchin' because of that. So I implore everybody to do that. If you're at that age. I don't really know what my fan base is currently at, but like, hey, learn a trade. It's a good time.
I used to raid this thing for parts for years. Where do you think I got the materials to build my portal?
Words not working from mouth.
Yeah.
Now come and take this.
Whoa!
Don't worry, I've been down here countless times. All the aliens have been dead for millions of years.
He's like, what the fuck?
Probably.
This is huge. This is huge, dude. Like, even if it's not aliens, the fact that like there's some hidden fucking massive tech facility down there is one of my favorite, like, what do you call it? Like, stories, twists. I don't know what to fucking call it, but like in like the forest or Sons of the Forest, something, when you go down to the facilities and stuff like that, when you're traveling through nature and you're like, what the fuck is this? That vibe, can't beat it. Can't beat it. What the fuck?
If it touches you, it will seal up all the orifices in your face, so try to avoid that. Now,
Fair.
use your magnet gun and follow me. Up.
Didn't even think of using it like that. This dude's sick.
Your turn. Say hop. It helps.
Okay.
Say hop.
Turn on magnet, deep down hole. Turn on.
I never thought about using magnets like a grappling hook or like a descending kind of thing, or even like a climbing thing. You know, with everything that's portrayed in media and stuff, it's like, it's usually like hooks. You know, we do a lot of hook stuff, but like using magnets creatively, it doesn't happen super often. Maybe Ratchet and Clank a little bit, but like stuff like that, come on, we can make quite a cute time, right? We can have quite a cute time together.
Oh, hi, Mabel. You're just in time for our 1 o'clock boy talk.
Is that an
If
iguana?
you think that's good,
Cute.
boom! Me and Dipper's 13th birthday jam.
Cute.
Oh, man. Your birthday's on the last day of summer. I'm not going to be here.
Oh my god, her birthday's gonna get so sad. Can we just move it up a little bit? You know? Oh, if this show ends and she doesn't get a sick birthday party, I'm going to throw a fit. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind if she doesn't get a sweet ass 13th birthday.
You won't be able to wish me goodbye at the end of the summer?
I'm sorry, Mabel.
Summer happens so fast. Ah, Marius! Now's not the time!
I think I need to read.
Just give me a second. Oh god, just her voice would like rage, and the name Marius, and her whole predicament is just fucking hilarious, dude. Oh my god, I felt so bad, and then she just broke me out of that. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Feel for emotional backup. Dipper, please come in. Our party mission is going down in flames. Over. Oh.
Damn, dude. The triangle. Do we think that like Bill is not associated with the actual other dimension, or do we think like, because that like he is the whole thing around this, right? Bill is the problem currently. He's the final villain, you know, besides that little piece of shit. And like, if his mark is on this spaceship, did he actually come from space and got trapped in that dimension? Was he actually an alien himself? Or like what? You know?
This is their storage facility. This place would have been heavily guarded, but now everything's defunct. Go ahead, flip any switch. They've all been busted for millions of years.
It's just funny, you know, because it's like he's been fucking around with these buttons for a while, probably, right? He tested all this shit, so you don't know what the fuck was going on above the surface, and like this shit could have been happening constantly, where it's like people's barns just go fucking missing.
Clara, did you eat my farm?
And I think I'd like to keep it in the family.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
I've read your additions to my journal, and I'm impressed with your potential. What would you say to staying in Gravity Falls after the summer ends and becoming my apprentice?
That would be fucking crazy. This is the best. He is having the best day of his life, and Mabel's having the worst day of her life. I would love that, dude. Exploring, you know, just discovering little monsters, beating the shit out of little monsters, making new tech and shit. Love that shit. What's gonna go wrong?
What about school?
Dipper, I have 12 PhDs. Your parents would be thrilled I could give you such an advanced education.
That is fair. Also, I'm not like, I like school. I also don't like school. It really depends. If you know what you want to do and it helps you learn that shit, go for it. But if you're just going to school to like learn about yourself, there's probably other ways to do that. Unless you go to like a school that's not gonna like put you in debt for the rest of your life too. Because like going to college allowed me to become who I am, right? I learned about myself. I became a great social little butterfly, you know, in college, because I got forced into like a lot of you know, conversations and projects and productions and all that shit, right? So I became the person I am because of it, but also my wallet's still growing as well. So it's a blessing and a curse. You know, I'm not using the degree for anything because I'm a YouTuber now, because that's what you do, right? You go to college for something, you're like, hey, I want to do this, and that doesn't work out, so then you do things yourself, and this is where we are. But I still appreciate that I went to school, but my bank account never does. It never does.
There's also Mabel. She'd be all alone in California.
Mabel will be fine on her own. She has a magnetic personality. I watched her become pen pals with the pizza delivery man in the 60 seconds he was at the door.
Gosh, we've never really been apart before.
Oh my
And
god.
isn't it-
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is what's happening again. Hold on. I got hair in my mouth. I can't get it out. I can't get it out. I know it's in there. Please. Come on. Get. Now it's in the back of my throat. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. Anyway, all right. I got distracted. This is the same situation that was happening to the Fords, right? When they were kids. One of them wants to go and do something crazy, and the other one just wants to hang out with the other one. You know, and it's going to be that situation again, but he's actually going to choose his family this time over the adventure because he cares a lot about his sister, and that's going to teach the message about family or some shit like that.
I can't!
Get down!
It's crazy. Aren't magnets fucking sick? Aren't magnets sick? You know, even with science, you can kill aliens with some magic. Not magic, magnets. You know, I think magnets is like the closest thing we have to magic, dude. It's just, they're fascinating to me. I'm not gonna go on a rant about magnets, but I'm just saying, I'm an appreciator of a very basic thing that we take for granted. But also as a security system, it's cool and it's also not cool, right? It's cool because like, yeah, they seem effective and they can like really trace, you know, a threat. But if you're confident in your skills and stuff, you can just bypass this shit. You know, it's like, it's cool, and it's also like, I probably wouldn't want these.
What? No! Don't worry!
We are definitely in the fucking end game. What the fuck are we? Like, this is nuts. We've been fucking around with like zombies. There was unicorns. There was a mermaid. There has been some tech, but it's been on McGucket's side. This is fucking crazy. This is endgame facility bullshit, and I'm all for it. But it's making me a little nervous because we don't know what any of these things mean, and he's getting sent far away, and he's not getting out of that shit.
Come on! Come on!
You won't survive in space, my boy. You will not survive in space. I hope to God it's just taking you to another crashed UFO. You know, because if we go a little bit too high, you're fucking dead. What in the Avengers Endgame is going on, right? We are on episode 17. I mean, I guess I expected this to kind of happen, but like this is pretty intense. But we know damn well that like Orb is not going to get fixed. Bill's going to get his way, and then we have to find a way to like unfix the Bill situation. You know, he's going to get what he wants because that's going to add the like drama to this. And then afterwards, we have to be like, how do we stop this? And then we have to like somehow fucking convince him or take him out.
Let go of my uncle!
Wait, do you think the Dipper birthmark thing actually has anything to do with this UFO stuff? Now that I'm thinking about it, space and all that shit, you know?
Oh no! Oh no, 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 no!
You can open that?
Come on, wake up, man! We gotta get out of here before...
Hey, you just chill the fuck out, right? That's all we need to do. This is, it's getting a little nuts here, all right? And it's not even the problem we are first addressing. We are dealing with something that's way in over our heads, but it wasn't even on the list of things to take care of. You know, you're coming back from grocery shopping and your tire pops. And you're like, well, I really have to deal with this right now, but it's something I did not plan for. Well, yes and no. He was calmer than before, but he was also angry, which is still technically part of the adrenaline portion of it, so if you're screaming at some robot thing, your heart's still gonna be pumping a little bit. Oh, God.
Hey, everything all right, Pumpkin?
I just can't believe the summer's almost over. And now that I know how awful high school is going to be, I'm in no hurry to start that train wreck.
It's not for everybody, but like it'll be over before you know it. You know, you just get through it. You keep your head down if you don't like the people or the situation. You just get through it. You know, C's get degrees or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and you get the hell out of there. You move somewhere where you want to live, and you do what you want to do. That's the whole goal, right?
Tell me it's not true, Dipper. Tell me you were joking. Ford's apprentice? Seriously?
Well, I mean, that's not really something you were hiding. So, like, if she heard that, that's what you were gonna tell her anyway. You know, it's not really that like backstabby. You just found out. You're gonna go tell her. Yeah, like this is something you were gonna bring up. I'm assuming.
It's part of growing up.
That's fair too.
Things change. Summer ends. Mabel, wait! I didn't mean it like that!
I mean, you're not wrong, right? That's the thing is like, the Ford situation, it was gonna happen, right? It had to happen. Sometimes you have to grow away and you have to, you know, go do the things that's better for you. You know, at the end of the day, you're you. You gotta take care of you. You gotta love you. You gotta do the things that you wanna do. All right? Like, yes, like sometimes you make sacrifices for another person if like, you know, if you're being responsible and respectful and you love this person, all that stuff. But like, still, you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta make sure you're happy, and you gotta make sure you take because if you don't live the way you want to, you're gonna regret it at some point. You know, so you gotta make these choices.
Mabel, come back!
Just a quick little love for the sunset in the forest vibe. It's beautiful. The light coming through the trees, the dark orangey, dark red kind of vibe with the green tints of the contrasting colors. Oh, it's a beautiful vibe. It's beautiful. It's a cool and it's also warm.
Mabel, it's me.
What? Who said that?
I can help.
This is gonna be Bill, and he's gonna give her what she wants. He's gonna give her the unlimited summer, but she has to give him her body for a day, which sounds weird when I say it like that, but you know what I mean. He's gonna take control of her because she is feeling down right now.
Get a little gizmo for me from your uncle. Something small. He won't even know it's missing.
Huh.
Damn.
Maybe Dipper has something like that in his nerd bag.
Oh my god, he fucking does. Oh my god, hold on. Oh, holy shit. He has something like that in his nerd bag. That is fucking crazy. Oh my god, that's the way we lose this. Oh, it's so easy. Mabel, no.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wait!
He looks fucking psychotic. Look at this piece. I cannot believe that worked. Oh my god. If you just had different colored backpacks, this would have been fine. She didn't even want your backpack. She wanted chocolate. And I also want chocolate. And now I'm distressed because I'm getting laughed at by some time-traveling ghost bitch with glowy eyes. I'm distressed.
What's going on? What is that?
That's the tear in the universe. You haven't seen those before? It happens all the time. It's kind of crazy. It's also beautiful. You know, look at that. Look at these shots. You know, these animation shots, and even in this last like few minutes, just beautiful work. Oh my god, I love my artists. Shout out to all my artists in chat. All right, thank you guys. I only stream like 2 days, but for some reason, whenever I like talk about just people as a whole, I just chat. You know, it's fun. Thank you guys for being here. This is great.
We're too late. It's the end of the world.
Oh, so this is just the last episode. Oh, well, you know, see, you win some, you lose some. You know how it is sometimes. And that's the credits. That's nuts. Fuck. What the fuck is going on? Why is this a horror movie right now? Why are people screaming in the distance and getting lasered? Oh, ew.
Physical form? Don't mind if I do!
Ew. Why would you want a physical form? Dude, if I could be like an ethereal, how do you pronounce that fucking word? Ghostly vampire prince, and I don't get to keep a body? I don't need a body. It's more of a pain in the ass. You know, but of course there's like, hey, there's the nice stuff, you know, there's like eating and like, well, I was gonna say exercising. Exercising is like a blessing and a curse, I guess, at the same time. You know, when it's going well, it's going well. You know what I mean? There's good things it feels like, but it only feels good because that's what the body wants. You know, if you get rid of all that shit, you don't need to worry about that shit to begin with. You know what I mean?
Oh, what just happened? Oh man, this is bad.
What's the relationship between Bill and doing the stuff that he's doing versus the timey-wimey guy? You know, can't he just go back in time and stop himself from getting possessed or, like, stop her from leaving the house?
Now meet the gang of interdimensional criminals and nightmares I call my friends! 8-Ball! Kryptos!
Kryptos? What the fuck?
The being whose name must never be said!
Redman.
Ah, what the heck? It's Xanthar! Then, of course,
Xanthar.
there's also Teeth, Keyhole, Hectagon,
What the fuck? I mean, your friends are cute.
Amorphous Shape, Veronica, Passive...
Peronica? Peronica?
I can be one of your, horsemen of the apocalypse?
Dad?
Not now, sweetie.
Doesn't hurt
The
to
grown-ups
ask.
are talking.
Oh, wow, that's a great offer! How about instead I shuffle the functions of every hole in your face?
That is fucking nuts. You got one big eyeball now, though, and you can hear in one direction and smell in a different one, I guess. Where's your mouth?
And how about some bubbles of pure madness? This
That's funny, because that bubble actually wasn't doing anything. He was just gonna do that anyway.
welcome one and all to Weird Forgetting!
I would say, out of all the creatures that we were shown, this one's probably my favorite. Why do we get such a happy intro still? I was about to fucking... It's like they know what's good. They know good content. Ooh. I was about to say, I'm like, this is the perfect opportunity to switch this fucking intro to something that's not something I want to dance to every goddamn second I listen to it. All right, now, well, I usually cut this part out, but if we stop enough times during it, we should be okay. Is that a bloodstream that's going into the sky, into a dark abyss? I guess that's not gonna be a problem to stop. Was that a giant floating? Why? Everything is gross. Everything is gross. Everything is different. I do appreciate it and I do love it, but those toenails are kind of stressing me out a little bit. How cute. 8-Ball. Oh, because it's the thing. Was that 8-Ball's body where Dipper's body was in the other intros? Was that flopped? You know? Because that'd be a really cute little bit. Yeah, keyhole, Hectagar, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's okay. I kind of love this. I hope this is the intro for the next few, but now I don't get to see. I can't. Why? Okay. Created by Bill Cipher. Okay, cute. Awesome. Awesome, awesome.
So this is how the world ends.
That is exactly what I expect out of it. See, you know it's a good show when they change the intros up, all right? I talked about this with JoJo's, all right? The amount of love they put into those intros to, like, showcase these stories and kind of tell them in a different way is exactly the people that are passionate about the projects and the stuff they work on, and you could feel it. When you're watching these shows, you could feel, hey, this writing is really good. Oh, the storytelling directions are really great. Hey, that was a really good callback. You know, you can feel it. It's nuts. Can you drown in the weirdness wave? Maybe not. That's crazy.
Abuelita! A tidal wave of madness just went over us!
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is a perfect game direction we got here, all right? We start off with the wave of shit, and you're in a creepy forest with all this tech stuff, and you have to fight, like, barbecue grills and giant toes, and you have to build technology and shit. This would be a fantastic survival crafting game. Love it.
Goat, it's time I threw you off this property for good!
That's fair. Holy shit. Dude, I don't think we're recovering from this. How the fuck do you save this world? This is so fucked.
On second thought, I'm gonna run like a coward now.
Why was that audio? Did you guys notice that audio from that last bit?
Run like a coward now.
That scream happens a second beforehand. What the fuck?
I've been waiting a long time to use this. We're only gonna have one chance to take this shot.
Yeah. This dude is he's not even fucking worried about it. He's like, I knew it was gonna happen. I got backup for this thing. All right, you see this thing? This is an energy rocket launcher. I'm gonna shoot it at the sky. It's gonna fix everything. Hell yeah.
Steady, and...
I'm alive now!
You couldn't focus for 2 seconds. I understand a bell talking is something crazy, right? But with the experience you have of this world, of this power, of this crazy stuff, just hearing something crazy in the background shouldn't have even fazed you, all right? When you're taking a one-shot, you have one chance, you might as well put in some fucking blockers. You have to focus. Dipper could have been dying behind me. I still would have took that fucking shot.
No!
Disgusting. Very, very gross. That's ugly.
Why did the old man do this?
This?
It's fine. It's fine. We could turn him back. We could turn him back. He's fine. It's not like he got blown up or his body parts went all over the place. When you get turned to stone or gold or something, we could fix that. We could fix that. Just bring him here. I'll take care of it.
Because I needed a new back scratcher.
It's fucked up.
That's enough! Hand over my uncle, or else!
Now, isn't this interesting?
Jesus Christ.
My old puppet is back for an encore. You think you can stop me? Go ahead, Pine Tree.
So this is the thing I like about this guy, right? This is what I like about Bill. I love the fact that Bill can get and does abuse his power. He gets fucking creepy, and he's extremely powerful, and he's not afraid to get creative. He is a little annoying, like, dialogue-wise. You know, of course, like, it's not the voice actor's fault that, like, this is the voice they wanted for him. This is the idea they wanted, but he's supposed to be annoying, and then you're like, oh, fuck, this is, yeah, I forgot I'm in deep shit right now, kind of thing.
Don't be a hero, kid. This is what happens to heroes in my world.
That's fucked up. Damn.
No! The journals!
Well, one of them is a copy, right? Because Stan made a copy originally. So, technically, I think we're kind of okay. At least for one of them.
Not much of a threat now, are you? Now, can anyone remind me why we came here?
To get weird!
That's right! VIP party at the Pyramid! Oh, and 8-ball teeth?
The Pyramid. I like his style, dude. Great name. Never heard that before. Honestly, breath of fresh air.
Weather today calls for black clouds, blood rain, and frequent showers of eyeball bats turning people into stone. I'm Chandra Jimenez, and I ate a rat for dinner.
Honestly, great sign off. She makes me want to push farther every single day. I'm Edibles, and tonight I'm eating rats for dinner. Thank you for having me.
Oh no!
Hey! Hey, you! Hey, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about going inside my mouth.
What the fuck?
I think you want to get in here.
What the fuck? I would love if he took this idea and made a adult cartoon, I guess, for it. You know, something a little bit more graphic and gory, but like something just as well in like the lore category. I would have loved to see some fucking crazy horror shit from this kind of mind. You know what I mean?
Uncle Ford asked me to be his apprentice after the summer was over. But that would mean I wouldn't go back home. It would mean growing up without Mabel.
Oh, dude.
Mabel didn't take it well, and she ran off into the forest.
I mean, is there not a way that she could be included in this? You know, she also likes her fair share of doing that stuff, but she also wanted to go to school. I mean, I would just talk to, it's not Uncle Stan, I guess it's still Great Uncle Stan, but like, it's, you know, it's different. Great Uncle Ford. I would just ask him, like, hey, can she come along? Because otherwise I don't really feel comfortable doing this. You know, maybe we can give her something else. But then if she really wants to go to school, then just let her go to school. You know, at least you gave her the option to be included.
She couldn't even look me in the eye.
Come on, let's get some fresh air. Toby, you watch the camp.
Don't call me Toby anymore. Call me Bodacious T.
What the fuck? Love the shirt, though. You know what this is? You know what this whole experience is? This is that Eat a Dream Barbecue. That's what this is. This whole last bit, probably these last 4 episodes, I fucked up my first playthrough or my one playthrough of Eat a. This is it. This is the same experience.
Hear this, Cypher.
Ugh, time baby.
If your rip in this dimension continues, it could destroy the very fabric of existence. Surrender now or face my tantrum.
Oh no, a tantrum. Whatever will I do about that? How about this? Boom!
What the fuck? That's what I'm saying, dude. This dude is fucking strong and annoying and sometimes scary. There's a lot of crazy. Bill is a fucking menace.
Oh, snap! He just killed Time Baby!
Finally, I'll smell like a person. Steely. Ah! Huh, it's gonna take more than one dart to keep me from...
I know he was kind of rough at the beginning, but you know what? I still kind of like Toby. He's a very weird character, but he's got the heart, right? He was coming along on this journey, and then he wasn't.
Oh no, Tony! Was it Tony?
Toby.
I can never remember his name.
With a B.
Well, looks like we got ourselves a pair of groundwalkers.
Who the fuck are you?
Groundwalkers! Ain't got no wheels!
What the Mad Max is going? Guys, it's only been like an hour or two, right? How the fuck did you get all this set up?
Get back! Get back, or I will drop kick him, I swear!
Do it.
You'll never get away with this, you hear me?
Guess what? We already did!
Jesus Christ. Honestly, if that was the last of We City of Gideon, I'm pretty fulfilled. All right, getting manhandled by Wendy and then absolutely kicked into a giant group of people. I'm in for that. All right, I like it a lot. It's a final wrap for him. If something else bad happens, fantastic show. I feel like this could have been a fucking movie at this point, these last 4 episodes. You know, I don't see a good stopping point at all for this shit. I didn't realize once we started episode 17, we're like, oh, we're lightly into... The fucking roller coaster goes straight down and just doesn't fucking stop. What the fuck? Oh, that's actually the voice actor for Dipper. Right? That's actually him, but that's not... Wait, is that Wendy's voice actress? Is that you? I know her. I know her.
Total lack of driver's training. Don't fail me now.
There's no fucking way you would be making that jump without any kind of ramp whatsoever. There is no way you go from level area to level area seamlessly. That speed at which you would need to be going is faster than I believe any vehicle could technically go. That gap, you would need to be going probably even faster than some kind of like fucking some plane speed or some shit. I don't know. But like you would need a little bit of like just a whoop just to give yourself a little bit of momentum to go over, but like straight across, you're fucking, you would need to be soaring. Soaring. Oh my god, it's Seuss.
Hey, Dipper, how's it hanging?
Seuss!
Seuss?
Handyman of the Apocalypse, at your service.
Seuss! Where'd you?
Yeah.
I've been wandering the plains like a desperado, helping strangers. I guess there's some folk songs about me now.
Cute.
Let me see what the damage is here.
That's crazy! You know what Bill would do to me if that happens.
What, you scared of Bill?
No, it's a complicated situation.
Look inside, Gideon. If all this is for Mabel, then ask yourself what Mabel would want you to do.
I mean, if this works, good for him. All right. See, charisma, great, fantastic skill. He's able to talk this guy out, hopefully. And if he doesn't, we're just going to knock him out and throw him off a cliff. Either way works. Damn, dude, that's fucking crazy. That's the way we're ending this shit?
Anybody want to get in my mouth? I'm a big hungry monster here.
I'm sick. I hate this guy too. This guy is at the top 3 of my list of hated characters in Gravity Falls.
I would really appreciate it if someone, you ma'am, how would you like to get in my, anybody, hello? Hey, sir. False alarm. Was just a bird. Not one person has gotten in my mouth. I don't care anymore. I gotta call my mother.
It's fair, I guess. It's fair, I guess. Well, we're wrapping this up next week. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have been enjoying the reaction. It's crazy. It feels unreal that we're at the end, but we have 2 more episodes to go through. It's gonna be another fucking Matables movie. We're going nuts. I'll see you guys next time.